Hey guys, full disclosure, what works for me in my state may not work for you. I am not an attorney. I do not make any representations of any of you people who are watching this video, and just know that you should do your own due diligence prior to doing subject to in your state. Thank you.
I want the check. Check. Ooh, no. I want the check. Check. Ooh, no. I want the check. 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 I want the check. Check. Ooh, no. I want the check. I want the check.
What's going on, everybody? Quentin Flores here, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how you can perform the subject to real estate investing strategy wherever you are at with very minimal tools. We're going to be sharing with you guys some of the documents that we use so that you can go forward and start implementing these strategies that I'm teaching you here today. So what is subject to? Subject to is the act of taking over somebody else's mortgage, paying the mortgage in their place so that you can acquire their property and use it for capital gain, which means that you're going to use it to make some money. So subject to is a very, very effective way for you to be able to create a portfolio of homes and acquire a lot of property so that you can build equity and you can build cash flow. So if you guys who don't know, cash flow is king. Cash flow is passive income every single month, and that's the goal here, right? If you're just wholesaling, you're already behind in the game. So subject to real estate investing strategy, the main things that you're going to need are 5 different pieces of paper. The first one is a client information sheet. The second one is a purchase agreement. The third one is a general warranty deed. The fourth one is a power of attorney. And these things are going to be what you're going to be needing to just solidify the deal, and then to put the icing on the cake, seller's closing acknowledgments. The seller's closing acknowledgments are going to be there to protect you. So step 1, the client information sheet. What is a client information sheet? You're going to need all of the seller's information regarding their mortgage, from the account number all the way down to her social security number. So that way you're going to be able to use and have access to that mortgage. It's because you're going to have to be paying in their place. Also, anytime they refinance the house, you want to make sure that you have all the right information, and you want to let the bank know that you're going to be working alongside the seller. The second thing that you're going to be needing is a standard purchase agreement. A standard purchase agreement needs to outline the terms within special provisions that states that you're buying the house subject to the existing mortgage, meaning that the seller is only conveying you the deed, but the deed of trust is staying in place in the seller's name. The seller will hold the deed of trust, and you're going to be paying that note for them, and you're going to be controlling the second instrument, which is called the general warranty deed. The third thing that you're going to need is the actual general warranty deed. The general warranty deed is going to help you get the property as far as an ownership standpoint goes, so that you can control the asset. The fourth thing, and this is the most important thing, and I want to go over this in deep detail, is a power of attorney. So a power of attorney needs to be limited to only the house. You understand? So I'm not trying to get power of attorney over this person's full life. I'm only needing power of attorney to handle the house in this person's place. This is called a statutory power of attorney that allows you to control an asset in the seller's place. That way you can refinance the home, you can pay the taxes, you can pay the mortgage, and you can have access to the loan without having to be a family member. The last thing that you'll need, and this is the final step, this is step 5, is the seller's closing acknowledgments. So the seller's closing acknowledgments is going to outline a couple of things for you. Seller's closing acknowledgments is going to state that the seller is fully aware of the type of deal that they're getting into, and they're completely complying with the situation. So that way the seller cannot go around and try to sue you, or for whatever reason the deal goes south and she wants to take her house back, or he wants to take her house back. Always make sure that you have these things to protect yourself. So just to reiterate, the first thing you need is the information sheet so that you can get all the info that you need to be able to perform the subject to. The second thing that you're going to need is the purchase agreement. The purchase agreement is going to state that you are buying the house subject to the existing mortgage. The third thing that you're going to need is a power of attorney. The power of attorney is going to help you control the mortgage in the seller's place. And the fourth thing that you're going to need is the seller's closing acknowledgments. And that's going to protect you in case anything defaults with the seller. And the last and final thing, so that you can get ownership of the home and start using it, whether you want to put a tenant inside of it or you want to maybe wrap another note around it and owner finance it to somebody, is a general warranty deed, guys. Always know this up front, that when you take on a house and you're buying it subject to the existing mortgage, the main thing that you want to know is that you have the capital to be able to pay that mortgage and that you know what you're getting into. For me, my strategy, and this is something I'm going to share with you guys right now, my strategy is basically taking over a mortgage, but there needs to be at least 30% in equity so that I can have a little equity capture, and I need to make sure that the rents are there. So I always look at the amount that the mortgage payment's going to be versus the amount that the rent is, because that's going to be my cash flow. And make sure that when you're requesting this information from the bank, you always get your PITI, which is payments, insurance, taxes, and interest, everything included, because you need to know what your out-of-pocket expense is going to be on a monthly basis. So if my monthly payment for my mortgage is $900, but rent in the area is $1,400, well then I'm capitalizing on $500 in cash flow, and that's something that I can start making very quickly. So this is how you perform the Subject to, guys. I'm going to be giving away my full Subject to doc package to anybody who likes and subscribes to this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, go for it and drop them in the comment section below. Y'all have a good one. Hey guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at realestate_monster, where I post exclusive content to help you grow your business.